Hi, everybody. Raphael again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'm very grateful for everything that you guys do and everything that the support and the love. Please, before we get started, it's crucial. Please subscribe, like, comment. It'll mean a lot to me as we grow this channel, and I can help or give advice to anybody that's going through whatever I've went through, or some little tidbits here to try to help anybody. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the growing up with bullying and obesity and everything else. It's a subject I talked a little bit about before with the gastric bypass, but I think I wanted to go a little bit more in detail about it this time. I wanted to be more vulnerable with you guys, and I wanted to talk more about that and how that was growing up, and how some people don't even realize what they're doing at the time. Um, so when I grew up, I moved here to America when I was 5, right? And I always struggled in school because of English as a second language, and kids could be a little bit mean. I remember getting a pencil stabbed in my hand because I didn't know English. And then my mother used to dress me a little bit with the sweats with no pockets, so that didn't help the situation as well. And then I was obese. I know I was getting there. I was the chubby kid. I had bigger boobs than most people. I was self conscious about my body. I was struggling in my own relationship um, with myself, right? My worth, my love. It's difficult to kind of show that emotions as that age, and all you can do is maybe eat your way out of emotions. Um, so remember struggling with bully. I used to have to go home after school, and some bully used to find me or trying to like come after me, and I used to have to go a different way. The kids would pick on me because I had bigger boobs than regular, or I was a little. My mom that dressed me with the sweats. That was very traumatic at the time. Very traumatic as I look back now. I think about how kids can be mean, but it was never about me, right? It was like I urged those kids that were bullying me then. It's like obviously something in the household bothered them. Something's still bothering them. Hopefully they got their what they needed to kind of break those patterns in life and love themselves more. Now I understand that, but it wasn't easy. Like multiple times I just ate my emotions with my friends. Thank God I had some great friends. I still do. We've had a little, they accepted me for who I was. We always played sports, and they didn't judge me for anything, so I'm very thankful for that. I used to use my weight too as like an advantage in sports and things like that, but that made me really happy that I can depend on a nice group of friends in New Jersey to kind of like hound that and help me throughout that transition, because if I didn't have them, I don't know if I'll be here today. Um, it was such a crucial part in my life. Everything revolved around food. Again, with the bullying, with the school, we used to go to the school and say that they were bullies, but school never did anything. It was a fear, and that grew into when I was going from transition to grammar school to high school, and that's when it started to really take off in the obesity side. I started eating more of my emotions combined with like puberty and everything else, and I just wanted to be seen in the household, and it was tough. It was tough because I didn't have that kind of foundation, right? And I didn't know how to express that kind of what I needed to my mother, or my mother vice versa. So it was difficult in that household, because as a single parent, you have to depend on growing up, and you have to depend on putting food on the table, but also you have your kid over here that's kind of struggling. But it's hard to juggle those two as a parent. I can only imagine. But all that really, really shaped me for what was to come in terms of the gastric and the mindset and everything else that we've been talking about. But it wasn't easy. Like if you're going through even rough time now, talking about like your body, talking about who you are, what you want to do with yourself. That's why I posted on the other video. It starts with fitness. It starts with loving yourself. It starts with accepting your past and seeing it from a different angle of the awareness, seeing it from an aspect of like, what was the purpose of the suffering that happened, and why was it there, presented itself, no matter the age. So in my retrospect, my suffering with obesity and everything else had to do with my greatest purpose in life, which is to help people. I fully believe I'm here to help as many people as I can, to talk to people. It's what I was meant for. And not to get into astrological, but my one of my signs is in the Taurus. Taurus is my main thing, is my success is to service other in the physical realm, feeding, meaning your body, a 3D body. So of course, the person who's supposed to help somebody in terms of their bodies, in terms of fitness, in terms of overall health, had to experience a very dramatic event in their life involving the body, as I said, obesity, to actually teach other people and help other people in that transition or that mindset. So that's the way I look at my obesity, my bullying, my growing up of emotions and eating my emotions out. That's how I look at it. That's the only way I look at it, because it's only from a mindset of growth and awareness. So I urge you, if you're whatever you're going through today, whatever you're going through this week, this month, this year, if it involves like your health, if it involves your body or what you're going through, if you have other people you love that are going through bullying or just weight issues or thinking about gastric or thinking about whatever it might be, like I believe in you in a lot of things that your body can accomplish. And if I can transform from over 400 pounds, being called being having boobs when I was bigger, when I was smaller, um, being bullied, English second language, pencils, all that. You can do anything. You don't know how powerful you are until you take charge of your power, until you start becoming aware. And that is the mindset I want for everybody. That is the growth, love, kindness, self awareness that all of us should experience. I have scars that remind me to this day of who I am. I honestly don't remember those times anymore because it is what it is. I remember that they it was there for a reason, but it's not long it doesn't serve me anymore. I learned that lesson in life. So really take a look at what's happening to you. I urge you to take a look at the next steps towards fitness. Drop a comment if you want a different subject or you want to talk more about fitness itself and how some of the questions you have with the challenges that I faced. If it was the English barrier, if it was the growing up, and how did I retain with the food addiction, and I can do another YouTube video this on how food addiction is the biggest addiction you can have and how I broke that via the gastric bypass. But again, like, comment, subscribe. Love to get your knowledge and your feedback. I appreciate and I'm very grateful for everybody that was listening to this. Hopefully this helped a little bit and kind of explain how I grew up and where I got this mindset from. So I appreciate everybody and hope everybody has a great week.